I noticed an abnormality under my left arm. It was what it felt to be a lymph node, and it was very tender. I was diagnosed with lymphoma. After we had a biopsy, it really came out of left field for me.
Your initial reaction is shock. The wealth of information that he knew from what he did for a living helped us, I think, just kind of immediately jump into the mode of where do we go from here? What do we do next?
I had to begin to focus on my health and my healing, and unfortunately had to take a sabbatical from my practice.
One of his partners said, "That's it, you're done. We've got it from here," and they just assumed his clinic.
One of my partners was even on vacation that day, and he came in and just immediately picked up where I left off.
So that was, a weight lifted, because he had concern for his patients first and foremost.
The course of treatment that was recommended for me was an aggressive form of chemotherapy requiring hospitalization to administer the chemotherapy. My family was very involved in the treatment and in my recovery. My wife, of course, was my rock.
There were days that he was low and I was his cheerleader, and there were days when he didn't feel well, and I just made sure that he had nourishment.
I completed my treatments at the end of August of 2010. I had recovered from my stem cell transplant and was discharged to come home. And then it took several months of recovery because I had been through 6 cycles of chemotherapy. That was one of the best days when I came back to work. It felt like I had made it through and I was returning to what I knew I enjoyed. And I realized, not being able to do my job on a day-to-day basis, how much I truly loved medical oncology care. And then to be able to come back and do it again was an unbelievable blessing. And so many of my patients have expressed to me when I've come back how much they missed me, and I turn around and tell them, I missed you too.
Our family is, again, normal. We get up every day and do our school routine and our afternoon activities and making time to do something as a family on the weekends. And, I think we've just embraced every day.
That I know it is possible to go through intensive treatments, to recover completely, and to return to work full-time, and in some instances better than you were before. And I can say I'm back to work full speed in a complete remission, and I certainly know that my patients can achieve that same thing. Having been through that, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that we can do this together.